Hello engineers, welcome back to Engineering Design Simplified. This is part 5 of answering interview questions. After this video, I will stop this series for at least 2 months because one of our subscribers requested to make videos on GD&T. So I will be making videos on GD&T for next 2 months. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so by clicking subscribe button. What is 55C8? According to BIS System of Designation of Steels, BIS stands for Bureau of Indian Standards. This is a high carbon steel with average 0.55% carbon and average 0.8% manganese. In the next slides, let us discuss BIS System of Designation of Steels in detail. So the first one is plain carbon steels. Depending upon the percentage of carbon, plain carbon steels are classified as low carbon steels, medium carbon steels and high carbon steels. Low carbon steels contain less than 0.3% of carbon. They are also called mild steels. Medium carbon steels contain 0.3 to 0.5% of carbon. They are also called machinery steels. High carbon steels contain more than 0.5% of carbon. They are also called hard steels or tool steels. The only other elements allowed in plain carbon steels are manganese up to 1.65%, silicon up to 0.6% and copper up to 0.6%. Let us compare some of the mechanical properties. Hardness, strength and toughness. Low carbon steels have low hardness, low strength and low toughness. Medium carbon steels are better than low carbon steels, but high carbon steels have high hardness, higher strength and higher toughness. Ductility. Low carbon steels are highly ductile, medium carbon steels are good, but high carbon steels have very low ductility. Machinability. Low carbon steels are highly machinable, medium carbon steels are good, but high carbon steels have very low machinability. Response to heat treatment. Low carbon steels are practically unresponsive to heat treatment. Medium carbon steels are good, but high carbon steels are very highly responsive to heat treatment processes. So coming back to BIS system of designation of steels, plain carbon steels. So 55C4 can be written as 55 by 100, that is average 0.55% of carbon. C stands for carbon and 4 is for manganese. So 4 can be written as 4 divided by 10, that is 0.4% average of manganese. Next example is a steel having 0.35 to 0.45% carbon and 0.7 to 0.9% manganese. So the carbon average can be written as 0.35 plus 0.45 divided by 2, that is 0.4% of carbon, and manganese can be written as 0.7 plus 0.9 by 2, that is 0.8% of manganese. So this can be written as 0.4 into 100 and C stands for carbon and 0.8 into 10. So this will become 40C8. So this is a medium carbon steel with 0.4% of carbon and 0.8% of manganese. The next category of steels are unalloyed free cutting steels. Free cutting steels contain either sulfur or selenium or tellurium or lead. These elements make steels free cutting steels. So the first example is 25C12S14. 25C can be written as 25 by 100, that is 0.25% of carbon, and 12 can be written as 12 divided by 10, that is 1.2% of manganese. S stands for sulfur. 14 can be written as 14 divided by 100, that is 0.14% of sulfur. So this is a free cutting steel with 0.25% of carbon, 1.2% of manganese and 0.14% of sulfur. Next example is 20C12PB15. So 20C can be written as 20 divided by 100, that is 0.2% of carbon, and 12 can be written as 12 divided by 10, that is 1.2% of manganese. PB stands for lead, and 15 can be written as 15 divided by 100, that is 0.15% of lead. So this is a free cutting steel with 0.2% of carbon, 1.2% of manganese and 0.15% of lead. The next category of steels are low and medium alloy steels. These steels contain less than 10% of alloying elements. So some of the alloying elements and their multiplication factor in their formula are written here. So let us see an example. 25Cr4MO2. So 25 is for carbon, that can be written as 25 by 100, that is 0.25% of carbon. And Cr stands for chromium. 4 can be written as 4 divided by 4, that is 1% of chromium. Mo stands for molybdenum, and 2 can be written as 2 divided by 10, that is 0.2% of molybdenum. So this alloy steel contains 0.25% of carbon and 1% of chromium and 0.2% of molybdenum. In this example, a steel is designated as 40 Ni8Cr8V2. Let us see what that means. So 40 is for carbon, 40 divided by 100, that is 0.4% of carbon. Ni stands for nickel, and 8 can be written as 8 by 4, that is 2% of nickel. Cr stands for chromium, 8 can be written as 8 divided by 4, that is 2% of chromium. V stands for vanadium, 2 can be written as 2 divided by 10, that is 0.2% of vanadium. So this alloy steel contains 0.4% of carbon, 2% of nickel, 2% of chromium and 0.2% of vanadium. So in this example, a steel is having 0.12 to 0.18% of carbon, 0.15 to 0.35% of silicon, zero point 0.4 to 0.6% of manganese, 0.5 to 0.8% of chromium. So in BIS system of designation of steels, any steel containing silicon and manganese individually, their average percentages of less than 1%, so they can be neglected in the formula. So we will neglect silicon and manganese, and let us see carbon percent. Carbon is 0.12 to 0.18%, so average is 0.15%, and that is multiplied by 100, so that will become 15. And chromium can be written as 0.5 plus 0.8 by 2, that is 0.65 percent average. So 0.65 into 4, that is 2.6, and rounded to nearest integer, so that will become 3. So the formula for this steel is 15Cr3. In this example, a steel is having 0.12 to 0.2% of carbon, 0.15 to 0.35% of silicon, 0.6 to 1% of manganese, 0.6 to 1% of nickel, 0.4 to 0.8% of chromium. So as we discussed in the previous example, silicon and manganese average percentages are less than 1 individually, so they will be neglected in the formula. The next allying elements, nickel and chromium, they will be written in the descending order of their percentages. So let us see the calculations. For carbon, average carbon percentage is 0.16%, so that will be written as 0.16 into 100, that will become 16. And nickel average percentage is 0.8, and that will be written as 0.8 into 4, that is equal to 3.2, and rounded to nearest integer, that will become 3. Chromium average percentage 0.6, and that can be written as 0.6 into 4, that will become 2.4, rounded to nearest integer, that will become 2. So the formula for this steel is 16 Ni3Cr2. The last category of steels are high alloy steels. High alloy steels contain alloying elements more than 10%. Let us see an example here. X15Cr25Ni12. So in this formula, X stands for high alloy steels. 15 is for carbon. 15 can be written as 15 divided by 100, that is 0.15% of carbon. And Cr stands for chromium. Chromium has 25%, and Ni stands for nickel. Nickel has 12%. So this high alloy steel contains 0.15% of carbon, 25% of chromium, 12% of nickel. So you can see that total alloying elements are more than 10%. So this is the last example in this video. This particular steel has 0.15 to 0.25% of carbon, 0.1 to 0.5% of silicon, 0.3 to 0.5% of manganese, 1.5 to 2.5% of nickel, 16 to 20% of chromium. So silicon and manganese average percentages individually are less than 1, so we neglect them in this formula. The next allying elements will be written in the descending order of their average percentages. So first let us see carbon. Carbon average percentage is 0.15 to 0.25, that is 0.2% average. That can be written as 0.2 into 100, that will become 20. The major allying elements chromium and nickel can be written as 16 plus 20 divided by 2, that is 18% chromium average, and nickel can be written as 1.5 plus 2.5 by 2, that is 2% average nickel. So the formula for this steel is X20Cr18Ni2. Guys, please email me your questions. I will make videos on them and discuss in detail. My email ID is given on the screen and in the description box as well. That's all for today's video. If you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.